Peace, love, and light, family. Peace, love, and light, family. All right. Let's get the vibration going. All right. Let's get in tune. Let's be prepared to dive into this spiritual food. All right. Because what we are about to drop tonight is going up. Okay, it is going up. So I want us to be vibrationally in tune, to be ready to tap in to this spiritual food and learning how the body operates, learning the connection to your emotional health, learning the metaphysics of disease. We are diving into it all, baby. All right. So I had to bring out the sound bowl so that you can tune in to me, because this is the radio that you need to be tuning into right now. All right. So family, all right. I know it's been long awaited to get this video out. I wanted to make sure I put it in a way where you can literally understand and understand the metaphysics of disease and disease names. Okay, so today we'll be talking about sarcoidosis. What is it and how to heal from it? All right, and what I say is that disease is really an illusion. All of these different names that are characterizing your symptoms, your effects, and the effects that the body gives is based upon the unnatural environment that it's being forced into. In other words, your body is constantly trying to adapt to due to the violation that we're constantly putting onto it. And now we have all these effects such as tumors, different growths on the body, inflammation, constant excess mucus, all of these colds and coughs and flus, which are effects that the body gives based upon the unnatural environment that is being placed in. So again, family, if you dive deep into understand and understand how to decode your disease names, you will find and dig deep into the smoke that is being blown all through in your aura, the smoke that you can't see through, because we have believed that disease is real. We have believed these names. We put these names on us. We say we have something and automatically we begin to manifest that. So we have to understand that disease is really your effects, is characterizing your effects that the body gives due to its unnatural environment. And you'll find that a lot of diseases you'll look up, they'll say it's a rare disease, it's not curable, or there's an unknown cause. So we have to really understand this. Once you understand the parts of the body or the part of the whole that's being affected, and to learn how to heal the whole, to heal the entire disease, then we will be free. Remember, family, this is a game. This is a medical monopoly. This is a medical game that is being played upon you and has tricked so many of us, and many of us have been taken out in this game of this medical system. And in order for you to understand the game, and in order for you to survive, you must understand the game. You must understand disease. You must understand how your divine body works and how it's always there to defend you and protect you and never wants to self-destruct, so that you can survive. Okay, survive and thrive. Okay, this is very important, family. All right, to understand. I will use certain words because this is what's familiar to us as far as sarcoidosis, which is actually known as a rare disease. And many of us are being affected by it, mainly the people of melanated, or what is called Black man and Black woman. Okay, so what I found in my research, all right, family, is that mainly melanated women are being affected by this disease. And you're going to be hearing me talk a lot about this divine piece of work right here, called The Wounded Womb by Baba Dr. Phil Valentine. Okay, one of my favorite metaphysicians, okay? And this work is so amazing. And the reason why I brought this book up is because this is for the women who are affected from sarcoidosis, or what is called sarcoidosis, to understand the difference of your anatomy between male and female, to understand that your body is not able to handle stress as a male can, okay? And why we are coming down with these diseases that are unknown to our great grandparents. Okay, this is very, very important, family. All right, very important, so that you can understand how to heal yourself, because you have the innate ability to heal yourself. I am here to help you, to give you that information, informing your atoms, informing your cells. If you're tuning in, you're tuned into this frequency right now, so that you can help yourself and anyone else affected from this disease on how to heal from this disease, okay? And we're going to be going into the main affected group of this disease, more so the melanated woman, and in a whole, more so people, Black men and Black women are the main ones affected from this disease, okay? And I have to say that in that light, because this is what it is showing. This is what I am seeing, even from those that I've known affected by this disease, okay? I want to really quickly shout out my mother, Yolanda Hayes. My mother was actually diagnosed with this disease from an ophthalmologist. An exam that she had about 4 or 5 years ago. And she, recently transitioned about 5 months ago. It's been challenging, it wasn't from specifically that, but I do believe that played a role in it, okay? And so I am dedicating this video to my mother, Yolanda Hayes, and all of those who have and still are affected from this disease, okay? So this is serious, family. We have to understand that all of us is given an assignment, and we don't want to leave too soon before we complete that assignment. So we have to learn vital ways to heal ourselves, okay? So thank you for listening to that part. And again, all praises to the ancestors, all praises to my mother, Yolanda Hayes, okay? So I'm gonna get right into it. I know you guys are waiting. You like, hold on a second. She over here like, oh, she's saying a whole lot. So let's get right into it, family. I am going to start the show. All right. So how to heal from sarcoidosis. All right. Understanding the metaphysics of dis-ease. All right. And I say dis-ease, we say it's a disharmony. You are violating nature. You are going against nature. You are not in harmony with your divine source, meaning what source has provided you the foods, the meats off the tree. That is what, if you understand the Bible and many other holy books, it states to eat the meat off the tree, and that's your fruit. Okay, that is your fruit. So we have to get back into the original ways and forms of eating. Okay, and this is how the body over time starts to heal and regenerate and stuff. You start to see cysts disappear, pustules disappear. All this excess fluid that's been holding, that the body's holding on to in one big cluster, begins to dissipate, okay? So when we stop violating nature, nature will stop violating us in the form of disease, okay? So we're gonna get right into it. All right, y'all, we're gonna get into it, all right? Also, leave something in the comment section. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like and share this video, all right? I have to say that so that we can get moving and grooving into the algorithm, because more people need to know this vital information. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share the love. Share the healing and with intention, so that people, and you may never know who is suffering from this. You may share it to your Facebook page, and you may not get any likes, but someone will say, hey, you know, I know someone that's suffering from this so-called sarcoidosis, or I'm suffering from sarcoidosis, or my mother is suffering from sarcoidosis. So you never know, family. Share the love, share the information. All right. I have to say this, okay, as a holistic practitioner, or master iridologist and herbalist, I have to say this disclaimer before we get started, okay, family? Please be advised the presentation that is being presented is strictly for educational purposes. The information provided is not to be misconstrued for treatment of any diseases. I encourage everyone listening to the information to do your due diligence and research as well, so that you may come into the awareness for yourselves. I hope this information finds you in time to protect yourself in this time of silent warfare. May we all be protected. Ashe. All right. So this is a disclaimer for everyone and anyone who is listening, okay, to not misconstrue the information as a treatment cure for disease. Okay, definitely, I have to say that, family. All right, so let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. I hope your attention is still alive. All right, remember, the attention is the new currency, and I really appreciate it for you spending it on me. All right, so what is sarcoidosis? Now, family, there's a lot going on with this picture, y'all. There's a lot going on. First of all, remember what we talked about in the beginning, that the main group affected is what? Melanated, the Black woman. And picture here, this is a picture that I got from Google. When you first research sarcoidosis, this picture of a Black woman comes up in pain with, you see here, swollen lymph nodes, lung growths, and skin patches. Okay, so this here shows you the main group affected from this disease. So I wanted you guys to note that. All right, very, very important. Not saying that men are not suffering from this disease as well. I have heard of men suffering from this disease, but I want you to take a look at the picture, because this is the main group suffering, us as Black women. So please, please tune in, family. Okay, so what is sarcoidosis? Mainly it's affecting, or what's affected is the lungs, okay? And you see here, you have swollen lymph nodes, you have some skin patches like rash-like, and lung growths, okay? We're gonna talk about what are the lung growths? How is it connected to your lymphatic system, the master sewage system of the body? Because all of this, sarcoidosis equals your lymphatic system, a stressed lymphatic system, an overworked lymphatic system. So you're going to understand that, and this will all make sense of how, again, the body works as one. We don't separate anything, so that you can get the healing that you deserve. Now look at the Google definition. Okay, it says Google definition of sarcoidosis: a chronic disease, unknown. Okay, y'all see that? I should have highlighted that. Unknown cause, a chronic disease of unknown cause, okay? Ain't no unknown here, family. We know exactly what it is, and it's about to be exposed tonight, okay? Chronic disease of unknown cause characterized by the enlargement of lymph nodes in many parts of the body and the widespread appearance of granulomas. Granulomas just means inflammation, y'all. Granulomas means inflammation, derived from the reticuloendothelial system. Okay, now these words, okay, we're not going to get too deep into it. The reason why I put the example here, or the definition of the reticuloendothelial system, so that you can see, and I wanted to make my point here of how this is all connected to your lymphatic system, okay? Again, family, is very key. It's very important to study yourself. One of the first words in our angelic creed, okay? Shout out to Grandmaster Dammit Edie, my grandmaster in the angelic system of martial arts. The first sentence is, we say, there's no greater study than the study of self. There is no greater study than the study of self. So if you're not studying yourself, what are you studying? Because guess what? They're studying you. They're studying the diseases that you're more likely to suffer from, and placing these foods within your reach so that you suffer from it. So again, this is a big game, and you have to understand this game. You have to understand your body. You have to understand what foods needs to be put in your body to heal your tissues, your cells, your circulatory system, your lymphatic system, so on and so forth. Very, very important, family. Okay, we have to be master decoders of information, master decoders of our body. Okay, so look at here what it says: reticuloendothelial. Okay, this is like a network within tissues. Okay, that's what that system means. Okay, is a heterogeneous population of phagocytic. Okay, phagocytic, if I'm saying it right, but family, remember that word because that's very important. Phagocytic cells in systemically fixed tissues that play an important role in the clearance of particles and soluble substances in the circulation and tissues, and forms part of the immune system. Now, family, if you've been following me for a while on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, I'm always saying that there is no immune system. I learned that first from Baba Dr. Phil Valentine about 6-7 years ago. There is no immune system. You are not immune to anything. Okay, that means if you were truly immune, if we were truly immune to something, we can eat one berry or one thing and say, I'm totally immune. And this is the whole idea with inoculation. We won't get into that. But this is the whole idea to it, that this would make you immune, and you're immune for life, which really, there is no immunity. In fact, immunity is a law term, okay? How did it get mixed up in a medical term? You're never immune to anything. You're constantly defending. That's where you're, as we're going to be talking about phagocytosis, phagocytic cells, your lymphocytes, all of that plays a role in your defense system, constantly defending you from pathogenic microbes, pathogenic invaders, okay? So that when this enters the body, your lymphocytes, your phagocytes are already on a job like, yo, what you doing here? Like, what's up? What's good? Like, you know, you need to get out of here because you don't belong here. But if this system is low, this is how disease happens. The accumulation of what your suppressed lymphatic system was not able to do. This is how disease happens, okay, within your circulatory system and your lymphatic system all works together, okay? So again, there is no immunity, only defense. Remember that, family. Okay, so we're going back here into the, reading that part again, the population of phagocytic cells in systemically fixed tissues that play an important role in the clearance of particles and soluble substances in the circulation and tissues, and forms part of the immune system. We know it's the lymphatic system. So this is what they're saying, that the granulomas derives from this system. All right, so it's important to understand or understand this process of the phagocytes, the lymphocytes of your lymphatic system, and how it's playing a role in this so-called sarcoidosis diagnosis. And remember, we are all in an osis of what disease really is, because really there is no disease, it's an illusion. It's characterizing your effects. Look at this, swollen lymph nodes are effects that the body gives from an unnatural environment. Lung growths are an effect from what the body gives based upon an unnatural environment. And skin patches, those are rashes. That means the body is so hot. It's so heated up that it has to produce these red-like patches. And I do recall my mother having that a few years ago, just these rashes that came out of nowhere. Don't itch, but it appears on the arms, the legs. That's just all of that inflammation due to inactivity of the lymphocytes and the phagocytes. So let's get right into it. All right. I don't want to get too sciencey because again, I want to make sure that I can, a good teacher shows you exactly, you know, what it is without making it complicated. I'm a person who's simple. This is all simple. And again, if I make it complicated, I might as well be part of the medical monopoly, because that's what the medical monopoly does. They complicate things so that the average individual cannot understand it for themselves. Here, everything is being decoded and simplified for you to understand, duplicate this information, and take it home to your mother, your father, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, and say, listen, this is what sarcoidosis is. We've been in the oasis of disease, we've been lied to, and this is how we need to heal. This is what we need to understand and understand, okay? So, all right, look at the pictures here. Now, the one on the right is what I drew, okay? And the one on the left is what I got from the internet, okay? So very important, because I want to highlight this part here. Now, if you see the lungs, because that's mainly what's being affected when it comes to this sarcoidosis disease, okay? You have enlarged lymph nodes in the neck area, also in the trachea, and on the bronchus of your lungs, which is the root, which is like the root of the tree. Which you see the lungs is shaped as a tree. That's the root of the tree. So you see here, you have these lymph nodes on your bronchus called hilar nodes. Hilar, those are the nodes that become enlarged over time due to the foods, stress, constantly in a stressful environment, constantly in fight or flight mode. Okay, all of this shuts down, or it overexcites, so it becomes the lymphatic system becomes overworked due to the trying so hard to adapt to its environment. So yes, your lymphatic system is present in your lungs. Okay, I want y'all to note that. All right, you have lymph vessels going into the lungs. You also have lymph nodes in the lungs called the hilar, and also on the outer side, on the outer part of the lung lobe, which is called the intropulmonary lymph node. So you have lymph present in your lung area. Again, this is all part of constantly trying to defend you, constantly trying to drain tissue, constantly trying to keep microbes out of the body, any kind of dust, anything that doesn't belong, constantly working to keep that out. All right. And what is happening is that when we enter so much foreign matter into the body, coupled with the stress, coupled with whether we're smoking, we're drinking, this becomes too much. This suppresses your ability to produce lymphocytes and phagocytes. Okay, so let's get more into it so that you can see exactly what's happening here. Again, you see the enlarged lymph nodes of your lungs, okay, and which is also on the bronchus. Your bronchus is responsible for what? Your airways. So you're gonna have issues with breathing. You're gonna have challenges with also sarcoidosis. More than likely, a person will be diagnosed with high blood pressure as well. Okay, because all of this, again, works hand in hand with your adrenals, cortisol, all of that. So we're gonna get deeper into that as well. But I want y'all to see this, again, back into the main affected group as the melanated woman, okay? Also, men are affected by this too. I don't wanna leave out the brothers because they are affected by this too, but this has a lot to do with the stress. If you smoke cigarettes, we're gonna get into that. You wanna stop, you wanna get off those cigarettes, any kind of smoking, any kind of smoke going into the lungs, you want to get off of that immediately. But I want to bring up again this divine piece of work because we're going to read some sentences from this book to help women understand how this superhero mentality is slowly killing us. Okay. Again, family, look at this here. Another picture of a Black woman, a melanated woman. This is no accident. This here is characterizing what sarcoidosis look like. They're telling you, without telling you, that this is the picture of sarcoidosis, the Black woman. I wonder why that is. Is it because as Black women, we are the most stressed right now, we are the most stressed gender, what so-called race on the entire planet, that you were told you can do it all. But then you were not told that your anatomy and physiologically how you are built, you can't do it all. which leads to fibroids, cysts, all of these abnormal diseases that was unheard of thousands of years ago. Okay, so again, there's no accident, family, of another melanated woman pictured for this disease. This is a stress. Okay, family, I can't stress this enough. This is a stress disease taking out the melanated man and woman. And you see here, all of these areas that are being affected are what issues and challenges with your lymphatic system, okay? Joint issues, joint problems, eye issues, okay? And that's another way that they may diagnose is through an ophthalmology exam. They can actually see a lot of inflammation behind the eye, which they'll say, you know, you may have so-called sarcoidosis. Okay, but again, family, this is just to give you a picture of the most targeted one for this disease. And it's not most targeted, it's how your body, it works, what your body anatomically, and as far as your melanin, your DNA, or what I just learned, DEA, which I want to get into. I really want to study that, but your DNA and how it changes based upon the environment, and you'll start to see effects from it, which effects they call disease. Okay, so I just wanted to again show you that this is a stress disease. Okay, we are so overstressed, we are so worried, and there's no accident, family, because every time something happens, whether it's on the news or everything that's going on in the world, we constantly react to it, and then our stress levels rise. So we have to be clear and be mindful of what we give our attention to. Very important, because even though you may not feel it on a physical level or a conscious level, it's happening subconsciously as far as the stress is concerned. Okay, so again, family, looking at the stress, okay, and how this is connected and linked to sarcoidosis. All right, now we're going to take a look here. One of the hormones that is constantly secreted during stressful states or fight or flights, cortisol. Okay, cortisol is a hormone that is secreted when you're constantly in a high stress state. And this takes years to manifest, family. Usually a diagnosis of so-called sarcoidosis begins around your late 30s, early 40s. Okay, and that's because all that time throughout your life, you've been in a stress state and haven't dealt with it, haven't really understood it. So now these are the effects that the body gives based upon the stress that your body has to adapt to. Remember, your body is always adapting to keep you alive. Okay, so cortisol linked to sarcoidosis. High amounts of stress over a period of years, what? Suppresses your ability to produce and maintain lymphocytes and phagocytes, the keys needed for your lymphatic defense system. Okay, so you have the phagocytes, you have three kinds. You have your neutrophils, your monocytes, and your macrophages. Okay, each one has a responsibility as your military system of the body. Each one has its own specific duty to constantly maintain homeostasis in the body. Then you have your lymphocytes, where your phagocytes actually create a memory, I would say, for your lymphocytes, because your lymphocytes, their job is to remember these invader cells. Once the phagocytes do its job, the lymphocytes' job is to remember these invader cells so they can't attack again. But what happens is when you're constantly in a stressful state, stress through the food, stress through your emotions, brings down and suppresses the count of your phagocytes and lymphocytes. Now you're wide open. It's like an army. You in a war. You don't have your team with you, but you have the other side coming at you full force, full force. Those are your invader cells. Without your phagocytes, your lymphocytes, your phagocytes, again, family, is your neutrophils, your monocytes, and your macrophages. Without that, that's your army. You're wide open. So now all of these invader cells are coming in, rushing in the body, attacking your precious cells, attacking your tissues, attacking your blood. Now, what happens over time, so that it doesn't spread all throughout the body and take you out immediately, it forms these enlarged lymph nodes full of pus, full of toxins. so that it's grouped in one area in order to save your life. Okay, again, this is all towards not for you to self-destruct. Again, your body is not created for you to self-destruct. Okay, so again, we have to understand that when the body is pushed at a certain level, forced to adapt to these unnatural environments, dis-ease will occur. And this is what they're calling sarcoidosis. This is how it's connected to your lymphatic system, your kidneys, your adrenals, okay? Because again, constantly secreting cortisol at these high amounts of level over time, more than likely you'll have high blood pressure, adrenal fatigue, and kidney weakness, okay? So again, this is how we connect the body as one. Nothing is separated. Nothing is separated. Now, this is to the ladies, okay? The ladies who are suffering and have been diagnosed with sarcoidosis. Okay, I want to show you, okay, or reading a page, a couple of sentences from Dr. Phil's, Dr. Phil's book, The Wounded Womb, so that you can understand how the body of a woman anatomically works, okay? Now read this. Testosterone is the steroid that God made to handle high amounts of stress. Those who were made to carry the steroid have testes. They are called men. When females are put, listen to this, family, when females are put into stressful situations that were naturally made to be handled by males, after prolonged levels of exposure, their testosterone production rises to such levels as to cancel the harmonizing effects of estrogen. This results in a multitude of deleterious effects to their bodies. The First Amendment can't change that. Look at that. This is all to dealing with the rise of that feminist era. Well, we all wanted, well, we got duped into that cause, but we wanted more rights. What to, if you heard what I said, family, where he said here in this book, it was from Baba Phil's friend, George Selos, okay, and he wrote in response to an article in Newsweek, this is what he said, that your body has to adapt to the environment, the stress that is being placed on it, ladies, and you're producing more testosterone, canceling out the estrogen, canceling out that divine feminine balance. And now we are looking at a multitude of deleterious effects on the body of the woman. These are one of the deleterious effects. The sarcoidosis, there's something called HeLAR lymphadenopathy, also something called lymphangiostenosis, if I'm saying it right. Okay, this all ties into one. All right, again, all of these dis-ease names to really cover up that we are going against the balance of Ma'at, okay, going against the balance of the 42 laws of nature, okay, or Nature, okay, to understand that we have to return to that divine balance and return to our roles as male and female so that the body is not in a diseased state, okay? And another thing, as women, your lungs are not designed to handle stress. Our lungs are smaller than men. So we're not designed to handle stress as men. Okay, I want to be clear on that. Your lungs are smaller and his, as men, are larger so that he is able to handle more stress for you, because you are the architect. You draw up the plans, the men build. Okay, but now today we are drawing up the plans and we are building. Oh, we are super heroes today. We have to get out of that mindset, family. We have to get out of that mindset. Now listen to another one. Listen to another one. Beloved, this is from Baba Phil himself. Beloved, the more stress a body is exposed to, the more testosterone or testosterone-like steroids are produced by the mitochondria of the cells to be distributed throughout the muscles and bloodstream. This is done to aid in the chemical needs of the body in order to match or compensate for the stress. Okay, so again, your body is constantly adapting to its environment. it never wants to self-destruct. So it's not going to automatically stay the same or just die off. It's going to, yeah, you're going to put your body through all of those excess stress, or you're going to constantly put your body to all of these unnatural ways of an estrogen dominant person. Your body will ultimately start to morph into a high testosterone level, that of a male. And this is why we're having so many stress-like diseases today. And I'll read one more. Okay, it says the study of the anatomical designs of the andric or hormonally healthy male shows that his body is made to withstand greater levels of physiological and environmental stress, since on average, the composition of his denser muscle mass, his larger lung capacity, and high testosterone levels give him the organically designed ability to do so. Okay, so again, we have to relearn and unlearn how to learn this word stress all over again, learn our patterns, learn our behaviors, so that we can stomp this so-called stress once and for all. Because again, this word is only here in this part of the world. You don't hear that, or we haven't heard that word, you know, ever before in really any other language, or any other language before this this English language. So we have to really understand what is the root of the stress. What are we holding on to? This is the metaphysics. This is going deep into the metaphysics of disease. What kind of pain, anger, emotional challenges that we are holding on to that is causing so much stress, that is causing so much so-called anxiety, that is causing our adrenals to go buck wild and our kidneys to be, you know, not in shape and not function correctly. We have to understand this aspect of disease. This is ultimately going to liberate us, you know, and open the gates of health, freedom. Okay, so we're going to get into the solutions. Again, I had to point that out again of the wounded womb, because this is mainly this disease is melanated woman dominant. Men are suffering from disease that this disease. That doesn't mean that this video is not for you. Okay, we're going to get into again what you need to do to heal from this disease, reverse it once and for all. As you've seen in the beginning, it says that there is no cause. And if they say there is no cause, then how would they know how to heal it? We just seen the cause. We just seen the links, okay? That your lymphocytes and your phagocytes are suppressed due to the excess amount of cortisol and stress on the body, okay? And that's your lymphatic system and within your lungs. Okay, then it begins to cause these enlarged lymph nodes all over your body, skin rashes because of so much heat, and also due to the kidneys and adrenals not functioning the way it should. Okay, so again, everything has a cause and everything has an effect. That is one of the 7 principles of the Kabbalah. Okay, or what we call in the angelic system, the 7 principles. The 7 principles of our system. And one number 6 is cause and effect. Cause and effect. For every cause, there is an effect, and for every effect, there is a cause. Always know that, family. There is no such thing as no cause. All right. All right, so we get to the juicy part. All right, we get to the juicy part. If you watch this long, then that means you are really ready to heal. You are really ready to heal. Okay, I want you right now, before we dive into it, I want you to close your eyes. And if you are suffering from this disease, if your family, anyone in your family is suffering from this disease, a friend, anyone, I want you to picture yourself or them healed. I want you come so far in watching this video, I want you to picture yourself healed, okay, restored, refreshed, okay, following the guidelines and understanding how to get back to what nature has provided, the fruits and the vegetables and all the juiciness that nature has provided us. So I want you to close your eyes and imagine yourself, see yourself healed, and see yourself following this journey and following through this journey. all right, following through on this journey. All right, Ashe. All right. So now that you've done that visualization, now that you can see yourself at this finish line, here it is. Okay, here are the ways to reverse sarcoidosis. Okay, number one, all right, during this time, all right, of your cleanse. Okay, and this is going to be a minimum of 3 months, family. All right, and I have to say, there's so many different detox fads of detoxing within 14 days. There is no detoxing a chronic disease such as this in 14 days. All right, this is going to take a minimum of 3 to 4 months. All right, so if you need more assistance, my information will be in the links in this video of how to schedule a consultation and even join my detox with iridology course, which is a 2-month course, and we're actually extending it. We're going to have 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, and a year course, so that you can have more guidance on how to heal from long-term chronic diseases and how to understand the metaphysics of disease, how your emotions play a role in the accumulation of toxicity in the body. She didn't set a mouthful. Because again, no disease happens physically without consent from the mind. The mind has to first have consent. That means that whatever you're holding on to emotionally literally can transform and erode your vital organs, erode your tissues, erode your cells. Okay, this kind of level of healing you won't hear from your medical doctor. Okay, this is that love healing. This is getting back to you healing physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Okay, because nothing is separated. The body works as one. Okay, so here, number one, okay, it's vital to avoid all meats. That's your seafood, y'all. Some of us, we like to play this game like seafood is not meat. Seafood is meat. All right, anything with eyes, anything that pees or poops is meat. Okay, so you have to avoid all of it, especially that seafood, because the seafood, especially the shrimp, is the most taxing on your lymphatic system. The most taxing on your lymphatic system. So you do not want to partake in seafood. So avoid all meats, dairy, okay? Fried and processed foodless foods. Okay, this is something that has to be eliminated. Also, I meant to put breads. So any kind of breads, your sourdoughs, any kind of dough, yeast, you want to avoid, okay? Because this again constantly suppresses your lymphatic system, suppresses the strength of your phagocytes and your lymphocytes, okay? Number two, learn new patterns of behavior. What is linked to your so-called stress, and incorporate new habits to decompress. So what does that mean? That means that you have to understand this home. Your home is not just a home that you turn the key in, physically go in after a long day of work. This is your home, and you bring it with you everywhere you go. And we must understand our patterns of behavior so that we can understand what is linked to our stress, what kind of doors that we have closed long ago, emotional doors that we have dared to open up that is still linked to this present state, this present stress today. Because if we're talking about the past, present, and future, and you still have or holding on to these emotional traumatic experiences, then your past has now entered your present. Okay, so we have to understand on that deeper level what is linked to that kind of stress. Is it your job? Is it being alone, taking care of children by yourself? Is it something or someone that you constantly have in your orbit that is so-called stressing you, or something that happened so long ago that is still causing you stress today? We have to really understand that and dig deep into the healing process of that and find and learn new ways to decompress. So that means setting up your home for healing, this home. So again, what you put into your body is setting up your home for healing, as far as taking out, eliminating, as we said, the meats, the dairy, the processed foods, and putting in the fresh, live fruits and vegetables. Okay, also setting up your surroundings for healing. All right, also, we're going to talk about, I didn't put on this list here, but you're going to want to get into aromatherapy with essential oils for your healing process. Okay, get you a, is it a diffuser? Get you a diffuser, all right? And the main oils you want to have is peppermint, eucalyptus, spearmint, and orange, okay? And you want to have that. You can mix the oils, and also the best oil company to get it from is Young Living, because you can ingest these oils as well. So the spearmint, actually, you can take a few drops and put it in like chlorella water or chlorophyll water, and that'll help your lungs as well. So these are other ways to not only you can ingest it, but you can diffuse it all throughout your home, so that constantly you are healing all the time. Very important, family. So invest in a diffuser, okay? And get those oils. Very essential. Stop all smoking habits. That's the cigarettes, any kind of black and milds, marijuana, all of it. Your lungs were not designed to be a chimney, as Baba Laila Africa say. Okay, you were not designed to puff smoke. Okay, so constantly this smoke, this tar, it leaves this plaque and this tar on the lungs, which also creates an inability to get rid of dust and just causes a pileup for the cells to become inactive over time. So you want to stop all smoking habits, and also that the smoking also constricts blood flow, constricts your circulatory system. So again, family, those who were diagnosed with sarcoidosis more than likely has high blood pressure, and those who have diagnosed with sarcoidosis more than likely as a male and female at some point in their lives smoke cigarettes. If not, that is okay. That doesn't mean that you were picked one out of many, but these are just one out of many habits that if you do, leads to this kind of diagnosis, okay? Moving your lymph, okay, with the sauna, a steam room, okay? So what you can do, which I'm about to do, is invest in a portable sauna. You can get that right off Amazon if you don't have access to a sauna in your area. So this is part of your wellness pack. Invest in a portable sauna, get into a steam room somewhere, somehow in your area, okay? Dry skin brushing, I do it every single day in the shower or right after the shower, okay? About 15, 20 minutes, dry skin brushing on a daily basis. Rebounding, what is rebounding? That is like a mini trampoline. I have one at home, and I really didn't know that's what it's called. That was given to me by my teacher, my grandmaster. A mini trampoline. I do it, you know, as part of my training. But really what you're doing is you're doing this for about, I would say 10, 15 minutes. You're just jumping, moving your lymph. You're jumping on this mini trampoline. And then the process of this is called rebounding, which is excellent for your lymphatic system. And this is if you're able to move. Some of us at this level of the chronic sarcoidosis may have weaker joints. So if you're not able to do this, family, that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're not going to heal, okay? Some kind of exercise, light, something to move your body. You must move your body. Those with this kind of disease doesn't move their body. They go to work every day, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, sitting at a desk, and then go straight to the couch. You're not moving your body. There's no way this develops if you are not constantly moving and have oxygen flowing through your body. You must move the body some way, somehow. Even if you have some so-called quote unquote limited ability to do so with aching joints, you want to get some part of your body moving. Maybe modify the exercise, but get your body moving and stretched. Okay, work with a trainer who can help you modify these exercises if you are having challenges, okay? No excuses anymore. If you are ready to heal, if you are ready to live, you won't make any excuses. You would just find new ways to do it to fit your needs, okay? 85% of your food intake should be fruits. 85% of your food intake, because fruit is so powerful and activates your lymphatic system. And that is in raw and juice form. So that's your pomegranates, your apples, your citrus, your melons, your berries, okay, your cherries, all of this. 85% of your lifestyle will be fruit. Again, family, this is healing for the next 3 to 4 months. But again, this is healing for a lifetime. But for you to actually feel and see the difference, and when you go proud in that, back to your medical doctor, and they see the shrinkage of these growths, okay, you'll be proud that you did so, that you took on all of this blueprint here of how to reverse sarcoidosis. Okay, so 85% of your food intake should be fruits, raw and juice form. And we have what you call raw fruit and vegetable berry powder blends, literally a way to get more raw in your body, in addition to what you're going to do already. So if you're eating the raw fruits, you're juicing your raw fruits, all you're doing is adding the added nutrition from these raw berry fruit powders into your raw juice, and so on and so forth. Okay, so what it's called the Juice Plus, and this is a way, it has 30 superfoods, and this is a way to add vital nutrients that we're not getting even from the raw fruits we get in the store. Okay, so a lot of it has been robbed from us. So what the Juice Plus does is bridges the gap to get more nutrients into the body. Okay, so it's a step above organic. Okay, it's the only product really on the market that's gold certified. Okay, so this is something that you're going to need to take every single day during your cleanse. Okay, and literally it comes in capsules. You have the option to put it in a juice or just take the capsule if you have no issue with it. So you can find that on this website, www.shakira.juiceplus.com. Take notes, family. I trust that you've been taking notes throughout this entire presentation. But yes, that is how we get, and also will be in the links, family, in the comments of how to get your Juice Plus. Okay, light clothing, fabric, no tight clothing. So tight clothing actually constricts your lymphatic system. So every day I don't wear tight clothing. Matter of fact, I hate jeans. If you guys seen on my other posts on Instagram, I hate tight clothing. I feel, limited. I feel just angered and irritated. I can't take it. But really, that is my, my divine feminine coming out and saying, because this is not for you. Tight clothing is not for you as a true divine feminine woman. So if you find that you're constantly irritated and angered, it's because that, your body is not designed to wear this kind of clothing. Even for the brothers, you don't want to have tight clothing either. You want your skin is the largest organ on your body. Okay, so you want that to breathe. That's part of your healing as well. Loose clothing. Okay, if you're wearing underwear, you want to make sure you're wearing cotton, loose underwear. Okay, very important, family. Very important for your healing. Staying hydrated with fruits, spring, and coconut water. Okay, and coconut water is excellent. Okay, provides that electrolytes that you need. The fruits, you get a lot of water from your fruits. Okay, something I'm just learning. Where you're getting the water that is called the H320, okay, which mainly the water comes from your fruit juices, your herbal teas, and your coconut water, okay, but also you're gonna need to, again, keep hydrated. So by drinking the fruit, drinking your fruits, your spring, your coconut water, and also we're gonna get into the herbal teas next. So stay tuned, family. We're not going nowhere yet. Adding cucumbers, limes, berries, citrus fruits to your water. Okay, so this is something I do as a detox water. Like I'll add these kind of ingredients to my water, my spring water, my coconut water, and then I just eat the berries, eat the fruit right after, okay? Constantly keeping the body hydrated with the water, with the fruit content, okay? So again, this is not something that's gonna happen overnight. This is not something that's gonna happen in 14 days. As I said, minimum of 12 weeks, 3 months, y'all, 3 months. So we're gonna get into the herbal packages, all right, that you're going to need in order to help you heal yourself from this so-called sarcoidosis. Okay, so these herbal packages are coming from my website. You can get this at holisticalove.com, family. Again, it's going to be in the links in the comment section below. Okay, so the number one package you're going to need is the lymphatic purification package. That comes with lymphatic herbs and circulatory, cleansing your blood herbs. Okay, and it comes with a package. Each package lasts for about 21 to 30 days because you can reuse the herbs. But what I'm suggesting, family, is that on our website, we have something called subscribe. So what you want to do, you want to subscribe to this or for this lymphatic purification package for 12 weeks, which is 3 months. So we have a month subscription. You'll subscribe for this herbal package for 3 months so that you're healing continuously without stopping in between and trying to remember to go on the website and purchase this herbal package. Okay, so again, family, the lymphatic purification package lasts about 21 to 30 days, okay? And you want to have this package each month, because you're going to be doing this continuously for 3 months, okay? All of the instructions are on the website. You will need dark amber glass jars, 64 ounces, which you can find on Amazon. And that comes with the paper instructions. Everything is clear for you, when you order your herbs, okay? Same with the kidney bladder program plus adrenal support. Remember what we talked about. There's a lot of stress on your kidneys, stress on your adrenals. And there's no accident that high blood pressure is also one of the secondary diagnoses from, or could be the first and then sarcoidosis, but either way, it accompanies that disease, okay? So you want to get your kidneys and adrenals back in shape, okay? Because this is what regulates blood pressure, okay? So that's also a minimum of 12 weeks, and that comes in a 30-day supply. All right, and you'll be doing that every month. So again, I suggest you purchase the herbs on monthly subscription for a minimum of 3 to 4 months, okay? And then your respiratory support, your respiratory blend, which you would take daily, and that contains herbs like mullein and eucalyptus, lungwort, and that's to help to strengthen your lungs, okay? Focusing on your bronchus, your bronchioles, okay, your airways, okay, also helps with circulation. So this, can you take the herbs together? Absolutely, you can. You'll have different jars in your fridge, which you'll be drinking about 2 to 3 cups of each per day. And again, family, this is like your water, because what do you use for a base for your herbs? Water. So you'll be getting a lot of hydration from your herbal teas. This is very important, family, to heal, as well as the food that you are going to be eating and that raw food powders that I suggest. Very, very important, okay? So I trust that you took notes, okay, and learning how to heal and reverse the sarcoidosis disease that's affecting mainly melanated people, mainly melanated women. And again, this is not just for women, this is for men as well, as I do know that you are suffering from this disease as well. And it's all about your lymphatic, AKA your supreme defense system that has been compromised and attacked on a daily basis by the foods that's being placed within your reach. And we do not have yet the understanding that food is the direct correlation to disease, which is the effects that you're experiencing. All right, so, ooh, honey, we said a lot. And we said a lot, all right? I don't even know how long this video is. You know, I I said, you know what, we ain't even gonna go over 45 minutes, but I'm pretty sure we did that. All right. So that's it, family. All right. That is it. I am going to stop sharing my screen. And look at that. All right. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am so amazed at how I'm so happy that this presentation came out this way. I am so happy that you are still here watching this. Please, family, do not forget to subscribe, share this video, like this video so that it can spread throughout the algorithm, so that you never know that someone is suffering from this disease. Also, share to any there's a lot of sarcoidosis awareness groups out there. Share it to them so that they know exactly what this is. That it says on Google it's an unknown cause. You just heard the cause and effects right here. Cause and effect and how to reverse. Because there's no cause without an effect, and there's no effect without a cause. Everything has a balance. Okay, so again, you can find the herbals that were mentioned in the video at holisticalove.com. That is my website, www.holisticalove.com. You can also find the raw fruit powders, raw fruit, raw fruit. You see, I'm so excited. For raw fruit, vegetable, and berry powders on www.shakira.juiceplus.com. Remember to get a diffuser, purchase a diffuser, and those essential oils, which is the spearmint, eucalyptus, and peppermint, and orange. The best oils that I find is Young Living essential oils. The link will be below. And that's it. All right. So thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate your attention so much. Attention is the new currency, and I really appreciate it that you chose to spend it on me. So much love and peace. Remember to activate the information, not to sit on it, but to activate it. Now you know what you have to do. If you need more help, more guidance, I suggest that you book a consultation. Also, you can join my signature detox with iridology course, so that can help you more along the way on how to heal long-term from chronic and degenerative diseases. Okay, and even if you just want some accountability and want to learn the metaphysics and a deeper understanding of disease, I definitely encourage you to join the course. All right. So thank you so much, family. I love you all. Peace, love, power, and prosperity.